Hi, this is Simon Chan and welcome to my network marketing training. Today's question, and it comes from our coaching program, comes from the Advanced Diamond Mastermind member, Jacko from Australia. And let me read what he says. He says, I have a few questions I want to ask you. In my team, we always find somebody with needs or nightmare, and that's our focus. If that means if somebody's happy with their life, I should not invite them to the presentation. Okay, so great question about prospecting and digging deeper. Generally, I think there are people who are happy, but there's always someone who wants a little bit more. So basically, there's two answers to your question. The first thing is maybe you have not dug deeper to find out what the person's true needs are. So, for example, if they say, "Oh, I'm very happy with my life," right? I would ask more questions. Like, for example, one of the questions that was good is, if you didn't have to work, what would you like to do? Right? I think everyone's happy with their lives. So if you didn't have to work, what would you be doing? Or what do you like to do in your free time? So when they say what they like to do in their free time, so give you an example. If someone says they'd rather be fishing in their free time. Generally, okay, that person would rather go fishing any day than work at a job. I think that's pretty much, I'll probably be 95% true. Or if they say, I enjoy spending time with my son and spending time with him. But generally, you know what, they would rather spend time, no matter how quote unquote you said happy they are, they'd rather be spending time with their son and family than be at the job, right? So I would, and if they say they're happy, that's great, that's awesome. So if someone says how you do this, I'm happy. I think that's great. A lot of people are not happy in this world, and it's really, it's rare to find someone like you. You have a great attitude. It's really cool. And just out of curiosity, what do you like? What are some things you like to do in your free time? And then you say, well, I like to go fishing. I spend time with my son. Take my son to go fishing. And then I would follow up with that. Well, if I have actually something that will allow you to spend more time. Well, you take your son to fishing, maybe a couple more times a year, allow you to do that, and without you having to worry about the the bills and financial part. Would you be open to taking a look at that? Okay, so that is how I would bring it up. People are happy, but people could always want more, right? That's the human thing, and a lot of things that we're passionate hobbies, especially come to family time, you can never get enough of that. So, Jacko, hopefully that helps it, and. Really, the two questions is, if you didn't have a job, what would you like to do? Okay. The second question is, if you didn't, what do you like to do for fun? When you're not working, what do you like to do for fun? And that normally comes out what the real needs are. Another question is, some people, maybe they're happy. I would just go direct to the point. Hey, I've got something that can allow you to make some extra income. Would you be interested in taking a look? It's a great opportunity. We're expanding this area. Would you be interested in taking a look? I know you're happy with things, but some extra money on the side. We could all use some extra money. I got a good opportunity. Would you be open to taking a look? All right, so that's how I would answer those. Number one. Second question you have is another point in my uplines telling me to go to the meetings. Where you find the training outside is better. What should I do? Just when I don't have a guest, I'd rather do something that's more productive, such as prospecting or self-development. Now, I think personally, because I know at your level, there are trainings, of course, that can be better, but you're going down a bad path and thinking that if I don't have a guest, I don't need to show up. Okay, that's just bad. Now, the training, yes, there probably could be better training. There are probably better trainings. I know you've attended my trainings, but having the attitude that I would stay with the trainings and find out something you can learn from. Or a lot of times you go there and you network. Okay, you go into the trainings not necessarily to find out. I'm assuming the training's the worst and most boring training. You still go there because number one, you learn from your mistakes. Thinking, hey, if that training's really boring, you think it's not helpful, then when you get to that level, don't do a training like that, right? Number two is go there and meet and network with other people in the team. Find out what they're doing. Because network marketing is not done alone by yourself. Go out there and network, get to know the people. And number three is just setting the precedent. I mean, you're still relative at your level right now. I would still attend it until you become, until you're earning basically like $1,000 a week US. Then I could maybe have a little more, then go out there and look for something else. Right now you're new, the attitude is wrong. I mean, no matter how bad or boring the training is, you can learn something out of it. Okay? And if you can't learn anything out of it, and it's really, really worse, learn how to still, at this you may laugh at this, learn how to meditate and still your mind. And being able to sit through a boring presentation. Okay? That is actually a skill that is, you think has nothing to do with network marketing, but it's actually tremendously to do with network marketing. Putting yourself, be able to sit through there, pay attention to something that's really, really boring. That actually, I'm a big, I do a lot of yoga, still, and mind. It calms you. And that actually puts you through something that's tough. And that's a test of your mindset. If you can go sit through that, later on when other things are worse, boring, other challenges, you can go overcome them. But just because it's boring and not going there, that's a go easy, wimpy way out. Okay, you definitely can learn, like I said, learn something from the trainings, product trainings, business trainings, networking, and worst comes to worst, you can learn how to still your mind and learn the discipline to sit through boring things and still get something out of it. That alone is a skill that tests your mindset. And it's all about the attitude and mindset. Because if you can't sit through that, you know it can be successful in network marketing. There's a lot of things way, way tougher later on. So use that time wisely. Number 3, some people I meet on the street or on a train, and when I call them, most of them do not pick up even though I call them 3 times. I ask myself, what's wrong? And I could not find an answer. All right, so when you meet someone on the street, right, the question to ask, of course they don't pick you up, because you have to take a, objective point of view. They're like, who the hell is this guy? Who the heck is this guy? Who the heck is this guy calling? Keeps calling. I don't recognize this number. I don't know who it is, right? So you got to realize what value you're providing. When you leave, if you meet someone on the street, there's no trust, no relationship. You remember him because, of course, you have a goal in mind, right? You remember, but they don't remember you because who the heck are you? To you, they are everything in the world because you see them as a future prospect. To them, you're just a swacko stranger that met them on the street. Who the heck are you, right? So when you meet them, you gotta provide some value. Okay, meaning they gotta remember you when they leave them, right? Maybe it's like, so for example, if you ever see my business card, I have a metal business card. When they leave, they'll remember what this is. I said, hey, this is Simon. We met the other day. I'm the guy with the metal business card. Right? But even better, doesn't even last that long. You have to create an impression. Maybe you help them some way, maybe you share a joke. You gotta do something where they go home, they will remember who you are. And when you leave a message, you have to give them a reason to call you back. Everyone is busy, everyone has a million things to do. They want to be on Facebook, they want to do, there's so many, everyone's busy. They have no reason to call you back. Now, I know you call them 3 times. Here's something to learn. You're working hard 3 times, 5 times, 10 times, 20 times. You call them 100 times. They will never call you back because who the heck are you, right? Ask yourself, who the heck are you, right? To them, you're just a stranger. So you gotta do something that makes them remember you. That's the key, and that's just like in any type of networking event where you're meeting people. Why would they remember you when they leave? So you got to really, we talk about adding value. How do you add value to a person's life? You give them advice, you give them, you motivate them, you make them laugh. You have to figure that out. Okay. So when I normally meet someone, I always do give. I always give something, try to find something I learn, I help them out, I make them laugh. So when they leave, they will remember who I am, and that is the key. And maybe calling them is too much, right? That's like. We have like different levels of privacy. You have like the, you can Facebook message, FBF, Facebook friend. Then you have maybe an email, and then you have their phone number. It goes different levels. The fact that they're giving you a phone number, that's actually very good already with a stranger. And I'm surprised they actually give you the phone number. I mean, so you must have normally added some value. Now, if you didn't add value, the phone number that you got could be a fake number. That's probably the reality. It could be a fake number. They just give you any type of number to get rid of you. But it goes back to maybe talking on the phone. People are busy. Like I'm busy. I don't want to talk to someone. But send me a Facebook message. That would probably be easier. Maybe you start from there, build a relationship up. And they don't know you, right? Maybe it's a short time, but they see your pictures, they can learn more about you, then you connect more, then you can talk to them. So connecting with them, there's different levels. Talking to them may be too drastic a level. Okay, and again, you got to give them a reason why they want to talk to you. The reason why. Without the reason why, again, who the heck are you? Why would they talk to you? Okay, so those are the things I want you to think about. Hope that helps you. And so we actually went through a lot of things here, talk about prospecting, getting to know the person's why, how they invite, and the attitude about trainings, and lastly, how to, the question you have to go. Every time you go out there and meeting someone, what you should be on your mind is, how do I value so they'll remember me, so they'll get back to me. Okay, so they will get back to me, they will remember who I am. So review this, there's a lot of things to think about, Jacko. Hope that helps. And so that's it for today. So if any of you guys have questions as part of my coaching program, you can ask, any advice or help you need, you can ask me, and I'll personally answer them for you. Hi, this is Simon Chan. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.